Hello everyone, hello fellow adventurers. This is Critical Cards. We wanted to show you the progress of the cards over the last year and to let you know that the cards are going to still progress, that we're still going to do little touch-ups and we're going to make them even better than what you've been seeing. So here's the very first cards ever made. Just simple paper. It was for a one-shot and was brand new players, and I wanted to help them. They didn't feel comfortable with the spells. And so just thought there'd be something there that could help them out. And realizing how much it did help them was the spark for this whole project. So here is just some examples of some other cards that are out there. This is called Magic the Gathering size card. So that's 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. Our cards are obviously much larger. And you can see the text is just really small. It's really hard to read. And imagine that there's spell text. The spell text just takes up so much room. This is also where deciding right from the get-go to do abridged versions of the spell descriptions to make it everyday kind of grammar. So moving along, still using Kinko's. This is my kind of design. I knew we were going to have to go and get a designer to do it, but just trying to find out if a dark border on the edges will help. You can already see that this isn't as easy to read as our current designs. Finding out that sometimes some delineation really helped there. Little bit behind the scenes, you see these dotted red lines? That's actually for the printing company, so they can line up the cards. Kind of cool to find that out. So this, starting to spend some more money on the project, but also making sure that months and months, this is actually 9 months before today, going and contacting printing companies, various different printing companies, and this is thickness of cards. So these are the kind of thin cards that a lot of card companies use, and this is the thickest card that is available, and that's the one that Critical Cards is going to use. Let's do a little bend test. I will try to be honest and use the same amount of pressure. So there's that bend. And a little bit thicker. Let me grab it. There's that bend. It's about the same. And I will try to be honest here and have the same amount of pressure. And that is the bend for the thickest card you can have, and that's going to be Critical Cards. All right, moving along. So here's some of the first design coming back from a graphic designer. And you can already see a big problem. Even though it's color-coded and it's kind of pretty, you're losing a lot of clarity. So you have these color backgrounds on colored text, and you can't read it. This is not easy. And the whole point is the design of these cards is to make it increased reading comprehension, increased reading speed for you. So you can get back to gaming and having fun with people. So here is the next iteration, and you can see the stencil outline. But we thought maybe still that a little bit of yellow would reduce glare. So we're trying to check for glare, and it didn't help with the glare. So we are definitely going to go with the white background, and that's going to provide the most contrast with the text. You can also see that we hadn't really darkened the text yet. We hadn't figured out a font. And also you can see that we still were trying to figure out how to separate the information, how maybe a section needs to have a title to draw your eye to it. Okay, so going through spending some money and buying cards and doing tear tests, going back and trying to see if a square edge is not that bad and finding out that it really does catch and you get wear and tear. And even doing a curved card that has a slightly less bevel than our current cards. And just going through and making sure that 6 months before we launched this Kickstarter, we had everything in place. So here we are. We're coming up to our actual cards. And there were some tests run. The versions that you've seen are actually the version you're looking at right now might not be the most modern version of the card, but this was to find out if there's going to be any kind of bleed through, any kind of problems like that. So we tried dark, we commissioned art to see that kind of thing. And of course, art is pretty. But the most important thing is that you have fun and you get back to having fun instead of reading long, long paragraphs of cards or having to pull out the books. So, humble beginnings just to help people. That's where it started. And then finding out that it really did help people and moving on and making decisions and trying to figure out how to make them better. And here we are today with some of our, some beautiful art that we commissioned. And the design of the cards is almost done, but we're going to keep on improving it. We have lots of time. We have lots of people, wonderful people like you who are going to help us out. So there it is. That's been the last, it's been over a year working on this project. And thought we'd like to know that the cards are going to continue to improve. All right. We love you all. We love your support. We love that you're telling people, and we only need 30% more to continue to finish this campaign. All right. See ya. Bye-bye.